Good afternoon, Pantherland. This is Phil Elias. Are you ready for some Quad A basketball? Tonight, Pine-Richland Rams 8-1 to play the Upper St. Clair Panthers 7-2. Your starting lineup for the Pine-Richland Rams: number 2, Adam Alexander; number 5, Andrew Petcash; number 11, Alex Goitz; number 35, Phil Jerkovich; and number 34, Charlie Tortoris. For the Panthers, number 1, Marcus McGinnis; number 5, Zach Pateris; number 10, Zach Cherub; number 24, Dougie Wagner; and number 31, Andrew Wheeler. And we're underway. Pine-Richland with the tip. Andrew Petcash up on top. Over to Goitz. Panthers playing man. Panthers off a thrilling, emotional win over their section rivals, Chartier Valley, 2 days before Christmas. Improving them to 2-1 in the section, 7-2 overall. Down for 2, Pine-Richland up. McGinnis brings the ball up. Take it, Zach. Out to Pateris and to McGinnis to reload. Panthers playing patient basketball, have all season. Pine-Richland not much space underneath the Dougie Fresh. Out top to Cherub. Back out to McGinnis. Cherub, a very patient Panther team. Cherub for 3. Up and down. 3-2 Panthers. 6 to play in the first. That's Petcash out on top. Back over to number 2, Adam Alexander. Alex Goitz. Rebound taken off by Andrew Wheeler. A little room for Pateris, and that's down for 3. Panthers open it up to 6-2. Up and down. Andrew Petcash for 2. Pateris in rhythm, in and out. Rebound taken off by number 5, Andrew Petcash on the break. Alex Goitz, quarterback of the offense. Underneath the Jerkovich. Ball is out of bounds off of St. Clair. Possession green, Pine-Richland Rams. 4:50 to play in the first. Might have been a travel there. Moved his foot. Pulling it out and resetting. Pine-Richland Rams. Goitz up top. Wheeler on the defense. Dribble drive, and he's fouled. To the line. Shooting 2. Number 11, Alex Goitz. Young Pine-Richland team. Starting 1 senior. 23 is a freshman, Phil Jerkovich. Could be their quarterback next year. Misses both. Pine-Richland with the rebound. And Alex Alexander on the follow. Tied the game at 6. Pine-Richland to a 3-quarter press. McGinnis is the wrong guy to press. He handles the ball extremely well. Takes the right side of the lane. Nothing there. Rebound taken off by the freshman Phil Jerkovich. Back come the Rams. Step and pump 3, in and out. Andrew Petcash, rebound taken off by Pateras. Cherub brings the ball up to the wing to McGinnis, up top to Wheeler. We got a foul down below. Away from the ball, it's 35, Charlie Tortoris, Pine-Richland's senior center. First team foul. Game is knotted at 6 with 3:25 to play in the first. McGinnis inbounds the ball to Wheeler, in rhythm, loves his shot. That is his happy spot, 9-6. Wheeler loves it in that corner. Wheeler inserted the dagger 2 days before Christmas at CV in that very spot. Cold-blooded. Goitz underneath to the freshman Jerkovich, strong move to the boards, nothing there. We got a foul, heading the other way. Push on Pine-Richland, their second team foul. That was on Jerkovich. Garrett Dabbitt in. Nick Beeler in. Doug Wagner and Zach Cherub take a break. St. Clair 3 of 4 from three-point land today, giving them a 9-6 lead. Out in front to Garrett Dabbitt. Top to Pateras. McGinnis had a notion. Little jumper from just inside of Cherry Straight. Great in and out. Beeler makes the basket and one. Open up an 11-6 lead. Ben DiNucci checks in for the Rams. Gives Charlie Tortoris a blow. Ben DiNucci, Quad A Football Player of the Year. Fantastic quarterback. Takes the rebound off as Beeler's foul shot misses. 11-6 Panthers. Pine-Richland setting up shop. Top to Petcash. Back to Alexander. Tough to find rhythm on this tenacious Panther defense. Always a hand in the face. DiNucci finds nothing on Beeler. Good defense, Beeler. Clear DiNucci wanted to take it to the rack. Wasn't there. Very nice play. Adam Alexander for Pine-Richland and a field goal. 11-8 Panthers. Dabbitt brings the ball up. Turnover St. Clair. Back comes Pine-Richland. Petcash for 2. It's 11-2. Back to the three-quarter press for Pine-Richland. Downey McGinnis is the wrong guy to press. They got to seed that and set in a half court. Terrace back up top to McGinnis. Inside the left. Nothing, no foul call. Back come the Rams with a chance to take the lead. Under a minute to play in the first. Up top. 3 misses. Rebound taken off by Pateras. Panthers will play for one last shot. 11-10, 45 seconds to play in the first. Wheeler with the ball in his hands. Beeler had a notion. Pateras from downtown, it's down. 14-10 with 30 to play. Panthers hit 4 threes in this first. Have a 4-point lead. Pine-Richland now will play for the last shot with 20 to play in the first. Dribble drive. Nothing there. Rebound taken off by Beeler. St. Clair Hustles will have a shot. 15 to play. Out to Wheeler. Up top to Dabbit. McGinnis underneath the Wheeler. They sink two. Very well executed. 16 to 10. And that's the end of the first. Panthers 16, Pine-Richland 10. Welcome back, Panther fans. Start the second, 16 to 10 USC over Pine-Richland. USC inbounds the ball. The St. Clair team starts to shoot in rhythm. Could be a long afternoon for Pine-Richland. Cherub on top, out to Wheeler. Back to Fresh, underneath to Beeler. Great assist. Ball doesn't go down. Wheeler stays with it and drops a dime. It is 18 to 10, St. Clair. They open up their biggest lead of the game. Pine-Richland sets up shop, down by 8, biggest lead of the game. Adam Ziller. And we got a travel call. Unforced error. Andrew Petcash, Pine-Richland. Coming out of the Christmas break, a little sluggish. Too much turkey, a little too much football. Going to get some of these football players back in shape here for the Rams. St. Clair inbounds the ball. My man Dougie Fresh brings it up. Goes to his left, back out to Beeler. Underneath the Wheeler. Ball is defended by 23, Jerkovic. Back come the Rams. Turn the ball over. Breakaway, Wheeler, 4-2. St. Clair opens up a double-digit lead. Great defense at this point. Real scrappy, tenacious St. Clair team. Plays as a unit. Solid defense. Pine-Richland has not had much underneath and forced to take low percentage shots. Back up on top. Out to Alexander. Underneath to Jerkovic. Nothing there. Number 5, Petcash in rhythm. That's down. A big 3 for Pine-Richland. Cuts the lead to 7. Pine-Richland back to the press. Half-hearted press. Wheeler just inside the three-point strip. It's down, 22-13. That's Goitz on the wing. Up to Petcash. Out to Danucci. Down to Alexander. Alexander penetrates, kicks it out. Petcash on the wing for another 3. That's off. Rebound Jerkovic from inside the paint. That's off too. Wheeler with the rebound. Here come the Panthers. 22-13 with a chance to open up their biggest lead of the game. Up from top to Wagner. Out to Cherub. Beeler back out to Dabbit. Very patient Upper St. Clair team. Content to burn clock and look for high percentage shots. Wagner up on top, looking for a reset. Coach Holzer pulling him back out. Cherub. But hustle. Pine-Richland with the rebound, trailing 22-13. Nothing inside. Pine-Richland not even trying inside. Content to try and play a perimeter game. Ball's out of bounds on St. Clair. On a timeout, Pateras and McGinnis check in, as does Charlie Tortoris. Alex Goyce checks out. Up on top to Danucci from downtown. It's long. Good box out. Wagner kicks a long rebound out to Wheeler. Dougie Wagner working hard underneath. Had position. Long rebound. St. Clair. Wheeler had a notion on a deep three. Underneath smartly to Wagner. Wagner dribble drives, draws the foul. That's Pine-Richland's fourth. That was on the floor.
Foul was on the floor.
McGinnis will inbound the ball underneath. Out to Wheeler, in rhythm, shoots, and it's down, 24-13.
Wheeler for two.
St. Clair by 11. They're going to have to get a hand in Wheeler's face. They cannot give him that much space. He will drop 30 on them today if they don't. McGinnis tight defense. Out and top to Petcash. Petcash from the free throw line. It's down. A nice jumper. Cuts the lead to 9. Back to a press, a semi-press. Wrong guy to press. Back off. You'll cost yourself a number, coach. McGinnis easily brings the ball into the half court. And now they reset from the top. Wheeler from top to key. It's off. Rebound taken away by Adam Alexander. And here come Pine-Richland Rams with a chance to cut the lead. Wheeler seems content to give Alexander some space out there. Ball screen scatter. Nearly a travel there on the quarterback, Danucci. As you win Whippios and take your team to state, you get that call. Doug Wagner, only the second team foul for the Panthers. Fouls are 4-2.
Doug Wagner. Alex Goitz in for Pine-Richland.
Alex Goitz checks in for Pine-Richland. 23, Jerkovich checked out. And Nick Beeler's in for the Panthers. Beeler defending Danucci in the corner. Up top to Petcash, where Cherub's got the defense. And Petcash steps back and reloads on offense. In the corner to Goitz, back out to Petcash. Looks for a play, trying to run a set play here. Again, nothing inside. Danucci from deep, and that's down. A big three, 24-18. First time out of the game. It's a full timeout by your Pine-Richland Rams. Welcome back, Panther fans. 24-18. Minute 42 left in the second period. Danucci hit a three. Cut it to 6. Pine-Richland's on a 5-0 run here. McGinnis top of the key. Back to Pateras on the right wing. That is up and that is down. Pateras with a three, 27-18. A minute 10 to play in the first, in the first half. Second quarter. Out to 5, Petcash. Danucci in the far corner. Kicks it out to Goitz. Danucci from 3. That's down. Got to get somebody in his face. 27-21. They ran some set play there that got the kid free, and he knocked it down. Cuts the lead to 6. We're under a minute to play in the first half. Panthers can play for last shot if they want. Pateras underneath. He's fouled. Was he shooting? It's a 5th.
Zach Pateras will go to the line for 2 shots.
He was. Pateras will shoot 2.
Fouls on Danucci.
27-21. There are 43 seconds to play in the first half. Pateras shooting 2. First one short. Can't make 2, make 1.
Nick Beeler in for Upper St. Clair.
Beeler checked in, gives Wheeler a blow. That's in. 28-21. Panthers got to play a little defense here before the first half. To Danucci. Danucci down by a touchdown. Dribble drives the left side, draws a foul. Beeler on the foul. Danucci will go to the line, trailing by a touchdown. Danucci had a heck of a high school career. I think he's going to play football at Penn. A great Pennsylvania State title game against St. Joe's. I read somewhere, St. Joe's, a Catholic school in Philly. I read somewhere 25% of St. Joe's student body is from the state of New Jersey. Pine-Richland is a community school. Pine-Richland game, everything they could handle. It was a fantastic game. Danucci misses the first, shooting two. 36 seconds left. That's good, 28-22. Cherub inbounds the ball to McGinnis. .25 to play. Panthers by 6. Out to Pateras, back to Wagner. They were looking for Wheeler underneath. It wasn't there. He pulled it out. See if we can't get Wheeler over in that right corner. Only left in 10 to play. Down to 7. Somebody's going to have to take a shot. Pateras from deep. Just misses. Rebound taken off. That'll end our first half, 28-22. That wouldn't have counted. Welcome back, Panther fans. 28-22 as we start the second half. Pine-Richland inbounds the ball. Going the other way, looking to cut a 6-point deficit. Andrew Petcash goes it underneath to Jerkovich, where he gets fouled. I wonder if he made a concerted effort to start working underneath. They were lacking there in the first half. Jerkovich being defended by Wagner. Ball is OB. Pine-Richland maintains possession. Looks like they're trying to make a conscientious effort here in his first possession to work it underneath. And as they do so, the inbound pass is picked off by Andrew Wheeler. Possession St. Clair. McGinnis brings it over to half-court stripe. Out to Wheeler on top to Cherub. Works it around. Open three. Up and down. 31-22. Andrew Wheeler now has 14 on the afternoon. High scorer in either team. They are going to have to defend him, or he'll have an additional 14 by the time this one's over. What's the whistle? We got a foul underneath? No, we got an injury. Cherub shaking up. He's going to come out. Beeler checks in for him. Jim went awfully quiet. Give that boy a hand. Trainer Joe over to see him. I'm not sure what happened to him. Pine-Richland inbounds the ball, trailing by 9, 7 to play in the third quarter. Little bunny hop. He got fouled on it. Two quick fouls on the Panthers here. I think Pine-Richland is trying to work the ball underneath. Jerkovich has drawn them both. That ball a little deep. Goich had to go up to save it. Let's see if they continue to try and work the ball into the low post. About 6.5 to play. Goitz to Jerkovich. Jerkovich inside. Kareem Hook for 2. 31-24. Jerkovich on the board. That's his first 2 of the game. High scorer for Pine-Richland was Andrew Petcash with 9. Andrew Wheeler for St. Clair with 14. Zach Pateras checks in with 10 points. I think Zach's hit 3 threes, and he hit a free throw. McGinnis, field goal in and out. Rebound taken off by the Rams. Number 5, Petcash out to Jerkovich, finds Goitz. Tortorus underneath. Again, trying to find that low post game. Tortorus slams that home. And like that, the Rams are within 5. I do believe the Rams are trying to work that low post. They weren't there the whole first half. McGinnis on top. Out to Wheeler. Wheeler with the dribble drive, just fails. Jerkovich takes the rebound off, brings the ball up. He might have doubled there. Freshman's lucky he didn't get called for a travel. Petcash with the dribble drive, a little push up. Stops and pops, and just like that, the Rams are down by 3. 31-28 St. Clair. Panthers could sure use a field goal here. Back to that patient ball control offense underneath the Wagner. Very well done. 2.
Doug Wagner, that's an assist of the Terrors.
Coach Holzer calls a 30-second timeout. And we're back, 33-28 with 5 to play in the third. Danucci is checked in for the Rams. Danucci hit 2 deep threes. Kept Pine-Richland in it in the first half. Jerkovich, as he continues to work it into the paint, has drawn 3 fouls now. Wagner checks out because he's in foul trouble. Pine-Richland working that ball inside to the low post of Jerkovich has drawn some fouls. Team fouls are 3-0 in this half. Petcash dealing up top. Ball comes off. Defender Beeler's foot. Danucci grabs it and reloads. Once Petcash up on top to sort things out. McGinnis defends Danucci. Tortorus with a nice pick on Pateras. Can't draw anybody free though. Oh, he's pushing there. That's a foul on St. Clair, but that effective use of an arm bar by number 5, Andrew Petcash. Beeler fouled him going up. Petcash will go to the line with a chance to cut the lead. First one's off the rim. He missed them both. Long rebound taken off by McGinnis. St. Clair catches a break there. Into Pateras in transition. That is down. Zach Pateras. And just like that, Panthers back to 8. Ooh. Phil Jerkovich has drawn 4 fouls this half.
Foul on Zach Cherub.
That one's on Cherub. Again, trying to work it underneath the Jerkovich. They do this time. Little teardrop comes off short off the front of the iron. Ball goes out of bounds. St. Clair ball. Cherub inbounds it to McGinnis. And a little press on him. That will not last long. Up on top to Pateras, back out to Wheeler. Pateras from 3. Off the front, Beeler with a strong rebound. Up top to Cherub. Reset. And the hallmark of St. Clair in the early going here is that they have worked those offensive rebounds. I thought that won the game for them in CV was hustle and tenacity on the offensive boards. Reset and get extra positions. Up top to Wheeler. Cherub, get on the floor, Zach. Hold it. And we got a jump ball. Possession, Upper St. Clair. Garrett Dabbit checks in. Zach Pateras out. Possession arrow goes to the Rams. 36-28 St. Clair with 3 to play in the third. Wheeler inbounds the ball to Cherub. Nice screen by Beeler. Pick and roll off of it. Beeler misses the layup underneath. Gets his own rebound and kicks it out. McGinnis reloads at the top of the key. Don't force it, I hear Coach Holzer yell. Wants a patient, high-quality shot offense. Keep working the ball. Pine-Richland See if we back out the Cherub. Had a notion on the three, passed on it, stays patient. Wheeler, and here we go with Wheeler outside, deep, it's down. 39-28. Keeps popping free out in that happy spot. Wheeler's good for 17. It's 39-28. They've opened it back up. Nice jumper. Adam Alexander cuts it to single digits. 9-point lead with 2 to play in the third. DiNucci picks the ball off. He's not used to that. Normally you say DiNucci pick off. It's not a good thing. DiNucci intercepts the ball. He's working from top to key. Moves it out to Alexander, who sets the offense. Alexander wanted to penetrate, could not. Threw it inside to Tortoise. The ball comes up, turns over. Dabbit from 3, up and down. Yabba dabba dabbit opens up the lead to 42-30. Panthers, their biggest lead of the game. Garrett Dabbit drops a dime. Ooh, man. Ticky tack. Welcome to the Ticky Tack Cafe. 16 foul. Coach Holzer pointing at the scoreboard. He's got to be referencing the foul indifference. 6-0. 6-0 are the fouls right now. Rams inbound the ball to Jerkovich on top. That ball's picked off by Wheeler. Rams regain control. They're going to call a block or a charge. Boy, that's going to send the Rams to the line in a 1-on-1 situation. The fouls are 7-0. Beeler with the foul. Number 2, Adam Alexander at the line. Shooting 1-on-1, trailing by 12. Pateras checks in. Nick Beeler out. Alexander makes the first. 42-31. He's earned the right to take a second. Adam Alexander makes them both. Cuts the St. Clair lead to 10. Timeout, Pine-Richland. 30-second timeout. We're back. 32-22. St. Clair with 1:13 to play in the third. St. Clair up by 10. Pine-Richland comes out of the break with a press. Quickly broken by St. Clair for an easy 2. 3 passes and a layup. This St. Clair team continues to impress with the way they play as a team. It's uncanny how cohesive this group appears to be in the first quarter of the season. Always willing to make the extra pass, always willing to stay patient on offense, play good help defense, very cohesive group. They play as a team, no question about it. DiNucci from 3, it fails. It comes off the front of the rim. We get a push on 23, Jerkovich, Pine-Richland underneath. The fouls are now 7-1. This St. Clair team really plays well together as a team. It's clear it's a cohesive group. I don't know the team, but they sure look like they get along to me. Back out to Pateras. The Dabbit on the far side. Dabbit back to Pateras. Out to McGinnis. Again, patient St. Clair. High quality shots. Back to Pateras. Had a notion on 3. Passes it up underneath the Wheeler. Out to Cherub for 3. It's down. It is down. 47-32. There's 5 seconds left in the quarter. Petcash with a last second 3 off the front of the iron. 47-32 at the end of 3. Welcome back, Panther fans. 47-32, St. Clair's biggest lead of the game as we start the fourth. Panthers up by 15. Gates just inside the 3-point line. Fails. Jerkovich pulled the foul off. Boy, Wagner was boxing out, looking for position underneath. Drew a foul. Fouls are now 8-1. That'll send Jerkovich to the line, and it'll send Wagner to the bench, who's in foul trouble. The last 2 fouls on St. Clair were tough. Jerkovich to the line. shooting 1-1. Makes the front end 47-33. He'll shoot the second. Jerkovic makes them both, cuts the lead to 13, 47-34. And for the first time, we see a pretty aggressive press out of Pine-Richland. St. Clair passes out of it. McGinnis back to Cherub. Reset this patient defense. Much more aggressive on the defensive side for Pine-Richland. Leaves Pateras open for a three that goes in and out. Pine-Richland clearly comes out of the break between the third and fourth quarter with the idea to get more aggressive on defense. Adam Alexander with a dribble drive and a quick two cuts the Panther lead to 11. McGinnis underneath the Beeler. Beeler for two. Pine-Richland trying to pick up the pace, getting more aggressive on defense, looking for quicker offensive sets to try and cut this lead. From three, Gates. It's long. Rebound taken off by Wheeler, or I beg your pardon, by Pateras. Wheeler brings the ball up. Out the Cherub. St. Clair needs to stay patient. Pine-Richland wants to pick up the pace. St. Clair needs to stick with their game, play their game. High percentage shots. Wheeler left all alone on the right wing. Three goes long, follows his shot and pulls the rebound down. Pateras in for two, draws a foul. Good hard work by St. Clair. Fouls are now 8-2. Good hard work by St. Clair. Took the open shot. Wheeler followed his own ball. Took the rebound off. Pateras is fouled going up. Makes the front end of it.
Charlie Porter is back in for the Rams.
Pateras makes them both. Leads back to 15. Pine-Richland brings the ball up with a little more urgency. Again, trying the right side is Adam Alexander. Nothing there on Wheeler. Kicks it back out to Torres. Back to Alexander. Up top to Danucci. Danucci tries the left. Nothing there. Back over to Alexander. Alexander with the jumper. A little short. Rebound. Pine-Richland. Beeler working hard. Takes down a rebound. Up to McGinnis, looking for Wheeler. In the corner, Wheeler kicks it back out. St. Clair might want to burn some clock here. They're trying to trap Marcus up on top. Kick that ball out top, out front. It'll be inbound the ball. They're trying to clearly get aggressive up on top. Back to Wheeler for an easy two, 53-36. Nothing there. Back out to Adam Alexander. Top to at Cash. Danucci for three with a hand in his face. Rebound taken off by Torres. Back to Alexander. Alexander with a running two. Falls. Gets his own rebound. Nothing there. Good hustle, Alexander. Nothing fell for him, though. Pine-Richland working hard under its own board. Three by Danucci fails off the front iron. Rebound taken off by Upper St. Clair. Pine-Richland looking to make something happen on defense. You can imagine they get a foul here. It's 8-2. Fouls. Pateras, cold-blooded from the far corner, opens up the biggest lead of the night for St. Clair. 56-36 with under 5 to play. St. Clair varsity team continues to impress. Team play. Emphasis on team with this team. Three fails. Oh, you gotta be kidding me with these fouls. Okay, there we go. That was a Pine-Richland foul underneath. Coach Ackerman shaking it up a little bit. Brings in Nolan Rosh, who's looking like he was going to sub it up. We're going to a break. We are back. 4:30 to play in the fourth. St. Clair 56, Pine-Richland 36. Another impressive afternoon of basketball by the St. Clair varsity team, looking to knock off, I think, number 4 ranked Pine-Richland in a Whippeal. Cherubindon binding the ball underneath his own hoop. Finds McGinnis, the right guy to have in this situation. Back out to Pateras, quickly back to McGinnis. St. Clair looking to burn a little clock. Back to McGinnis. McGinnis might have had 20 against Chartiers Valley 2 days before Christmas, and I thought his ball handling in the face of that press was really critical in that game. That's a slap on the wrist. Danucci fouls Wheeler. Side out, St. Clair. Pateras will inbound the ball. But McGinnis' ability to dribble drive and score and handle that ball in that face of that CV pressure as Wheeler just crushes a 3, 59-36. Was important as St. Clair can burn clock in that CV game. That's number 10, Nolan Roche for Pine-Richland. Misses on a 3. Scrum results in a jump ball. Possession, I beg your pardon. Possession goes to Upper St. Clair.
Phil Jerkovic back into the Pine-Richland lineup.
Dougie Wags checks in, back in, and so does Jerkovic for Pine-Richland. You'll be seeing a lot of Phil Jerkovic, both on a basketball and a football field, next couple of years in Whippeal action. We've got 3:30 to play. St. Clair's got a 23-point lead on their northern competitors. Up to Wagner. Burning clock underneath the Cherub. Strong move. Takes 2. 61-36. Boy, who would have thought it would be boat racing Pine-Richland. It's a foul. Goitz took it to the iron.
Foul on Roush.
I beg your pardon. It was indeed a foul. Well, that was a foul on Pine-Richland. The fouls are now 8-5. These refs are playing catch-up. Pine-Richland not nearly as tenacious as they were in the first part of this fourth period. It's sinking in that they're going to get on a bus and head back home as an 8-2 team. I hope they got hoagies on those buses. He traveled with it. Long bus ride home. Hope the boosters bought him all hoagies. We got 2:40 to play in this game. 25-point lead. That's Roche out to Gates. Gates working against Pateras. Into 15. Nolan Llewellyn puts one up. Rebound taken off by Pateras. I get the idea that St. Clair is going to go into the new year as an 8-2 team, having knocked off Chartiers Valley and the Pine-Richland Rams in succession to finish the year. You got a foul on Wagner.
Fouls on Doug Wagner.
And that may be his 5th. I'm not sure if Dougie's got 4 or 5.
Garrett Dabbit back in replacing Wagner.
Dougie checks out. Garrett Dabbit in. Yeah, this St. Clair team will have finished the year with a road win on CV against CV and just a thriller. Dabbit underneath. The foul on Pine-Richland. 8-6. I'm not sure, but I've been told that St. Clair win at CV was CV's first sectional home loss in over 9 years. I think St. Clair went over there a couple of years ago and beat them. But that might have been when CV was in AAA. Wheeler checks out with 22, might be down for the day. As Coach Holzer starts to dig into the bench a little bit. But this St. Clair team looks to improve to 8-2 and A deep three by Gates. Falls a little short. Rebound taken off by Alexander. Back out to Llewellyn. Alexander resets the offense, works on Pateras. Falls short, Pateras up and takes the rebound off. Cherip will bring it up. McGinnis, we got a minute and a half to play. 61-36. We got some St. Clair ball players looking. St. Clair calls a timeout.
Our next home game is January 6th. That's a Tuesday evening versus Baldwin home. Followed Friday night by Pine-Richland.
To a round of applause from the St. Clair crowd. One noticeable absence in the St. Clair crowd are the Freedom Riders. I don't know what they're looking for. 8-2. Could sure use a student section support. Darius Radfar, Gabe Hoy check in for the first time. D-Rad and Gabe are sophomores underneath to Wagner. Top to Beeler. Dabbit underneath to the big man, Mr. Hoy. Puts it up, goes long. Rebound's taken off by Gates of Pine-Richland. We got a minute to play. Out to Nolan Llewellyn. Llewellyn to Jerkovic. Jerkovic with a jumper. Down for two. We're under a minute to play. 50 seconds. Next break, we got Young Money checking in. I see Matthew Kissinger and Kyle Minard at the scorer's table if we can get a whistle. 45 seconds to play. Up top to Wagner, out to Radfar. Radfar to Wheeler. And tried to get it to Hoy underneath. Taken away, Llewellyn. Back out to Rosh. Rosh underneath to Gaith. Gaith is fouled as he goes up, makes the basket. And he was fouled by Beeler. We got 26 seconds to play. Freshman Matthew Kissinger and Kyle Minard check in. Wagner and Beeler done for the day. 61-40, 26 seconds to play. St. Clair on their way to being 8-2. Free throws good, 61-41. Kissinger inbounds the ball to Dabbit. Dabbit brings it up. Dabbit to Radfar on the far wing. Radfar's trapped, kicks it out to Kissinger. Kissinger makes a move inside, loses the ball on the way to the iron. Out to Minard for three. In and out. 6 to play. Upper St. Clair Panthers, welcome to 8-2. Your final score, 61-41. Happy New Year.